Dawson of Patio Daddy-O Barbecue in Boise, Idaho, and I've got it locked on the 50,000 gigawatt blowtorch of the internet that is Barbecue Central.
Let's go!
We'll do it live. Okay. Well, do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
So to get that perfect barbecue, you use wood. Are you sure it's safe? Whatever. We put the lighter fluid on, strike the match, and... Oh! Should we call the fire department? That might be a good idea.
All right, good evening, and welcome to the Really Big Barbecue Central Show.
Ooh, this is nice!
And this is the show that talks about all things important in the world of barbecue and grilling. The show originating from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame city, Bomb City, USA, Cleveland, Ohio, the barbecue capital of the North Coast. I'm your program host, Greg Rempe. Happy to have you aboard here on your Tuesday evenings, a live fire, fun, and frivolity show. If you'd like to get in contact with the show this evening, or you would like to follow the show during off-show hours, here's how you do all that.
You can get in touch with the show by sending an email to Greg at BBQCentralShow.com. Follow us on all the social media channels at BBQ Central Show. And be sure to subscribe to the show podcast feed on your favorite podcast platform.
Anything else you want to find out about the show can be found at the main website, thebbqcentralshow.com. And here's what's happening in case you didn't get the newsletter coming up in about 12 minutes from now. Twice in less than a calendar year, you know it's good when Jack Arnold stops by the show. The last time Jack was on towards the end of 2024, we did a brief catch-up on the years that had passed since the last time Jack was on the show, and this time around, we'll get a brief on an upcoming event that he has this coming Labor Day weekend. We'll talk about why specifically it is a special event and a special invitation that he's extending out to certain folks out there across the country. We'll also talk about some recent concerts that he's been to. He is a proponent of healthy living and lifestyle. We'll talk about what that means. And Labor Day means burgers and other recipes, so Jack always good for those. So it'll be a fun and frivolity-filled segment with Jack Arnold for sure. Then we will move 35 past the first hour, where I'm leaving it specifically open segment. Oh, my God. I am so excited. I am triple excited for Jack Arnold. I am 1.5 times excited for the open segment, so I can give you earshot of something that ran across my email this past Saturday, and it blew me away. I'm not passing it off for more than it is, and I'm not trying to detract from what it isn't. I am saying this caught my attention right off the bat, and I knew as soon as I read the email and then started messing around with subsequent files, this was going to earn a spot on the show this coming Tuesday, which is now this evening. So 35 past the first hour, something that might blow your mind, something that might grab you in the very cockles of your heart, perhaps the subcockle area. And I have a feeling there's going to be some requests for what I'm about to show you 35 past the first hour as well. That will bring a close to the first hour. We will move to the second hour. It is the fourth Tuesday of a month. What does that mean? It means the refiring of the original 4 Embedded Correspondents. Oh, yes. And a week ago, I thought, wow, this could be the month where I am shy 100% assurity questions. And then I sat down over the course of the weekend, over a course of a handful of hours over that weekend, started doing show prep for Jack and for Embedded Correspondents, for open segments. Lo and behold, we have a laundry list of 100% assurity questions that have made their way to the forefront. So I'm very excited about that. And that should take us right to the end of the show. I wonder if we'll even make it. How about that? Jeff Cohen, fan favorite in Yankee Stadium tonight. Greetings. Is the game that fantastic, Jeff, where you are tuning into the show from Yankee Stadium, one of my favorite ballparks of all time? So that's how the show's laying out here this evening. Jack Arnold shortly, an open segment after Jack, and then in the second hour, the Embedded Correspondents. Don't forget, you can follow me socially, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapper Snaps, and the LinkedIns, all with the handle at BBQ Central Show. And we say good evening to those of you watching the show tonight through one of our video streaming platforms. Of course, you can go to facebook.com/BBQ Central Show, or you can watch over on YouTube, which is youtube.com/@BBQ Central Show. We do have a new YouTube poll question of the week, and we're asking everybody this, including all guests. Have you purchased the Hey Grill Hey hot meat gloves yet? And currently 90% of you are saying no. You have not purchased. You have not.
Andrew,
You have not purchased the hot meat glove. I didn't purchase them. They were sent to me. I've used them. And I did do just the tip method, as Susie told me, to get those bad boys off last Tuesday, and flawlessly they came off. So where I was maybe being a little bit critical on that being my biggest issue with the hot meat gloves, pulling from just the tip does seem to get the gloves right off your hands, and away you go. So if you haven't tried that method, I mean, in the end, I would also like a bigger pair of gloves because, as I said, I do have abnormally large hands for somebody my size of 6 foot. So I would like a little bit more space myself, and we'll just see if they magically show up in the mail or if I'll have to dole out for a pair. I don't care. I'll spend money on that. I mean, it could be the last gloves that I ever wear, and then I don't have to spend money on the nitriles anymore. So we'll see how it goes from here, but 90% of you said you have not purchased those gloves yet. Results of the poll from last week: who's older? Starting quarterback, at least for week one of the Cleveland Browns, Joe Flacco, or embedded Utah correspondent Rusty Monson, and 57% of you said Joe Flacco was older than Rusty. And oh, by the way, that's wrong. Rusty Monson, 47 years old, if you can believe it. Joe Flacco, a tender 40 years old. So he is ready to lead the Cleveland Browns to victory here. Oh, there he is. Stand the man right behind me. All right, get the cat out of here. So, believe it or not, we have a very ancient quarterback. I mean, of course you believe it. It's the Browns. There's no new story here. There's no new story, and there's no news story here when it comes to the Cleveland Browns. So, instead, we will start here tonight, and I can't tell you how many times I got the email or the text message or the direct message through social media that sounded something along the lines of this as you were taking in the show from last week, specifically guest number one, barbecue icon in the live fire industry, Steven Raichlen. It sounded something like this. Did Steven Raichlen just say out loud he is eating peaches that run him $10 per peach? And the answer that I ran back to you, I mean, you just had to hit the back arrow 15 seconds and listen to him say it again and again and again until your mind was ready to explode. The answer is this. Yes, Steven did say he's eating gold bud peaches. And when I say bud, I don't mean they're $10 a piece because you know why, Bud. Evidently, it's a brand out of California. They're in season. They ship to Martha's Vineyard. And according to Steven, I don't know. Gold Bud peaches don't show up in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame city often, if at all. At $10 a pop for a peach, that thing's got to do some magic. Like real magic that I don't think is going to be happening. At $5 a piece, at 50% less, I'm not buying a singular peach. $5. At $2 a peach, I'm not buying a peach. Aren't peaches like $2 a pound? By the way, I meant to send an email off to Meathead, who has said on this show publicly, hence the show, that Michigan, I can't believe I said that state out loud, Michigan grows the best tasting peaches, period. Don't fall for Georgia or the southern stuff. No, because of climate change, this, that, and the other, according to Meathead. Michigan grows the best peaches. However, there is no argument that wherever Gold Bud peaches are being cultivated, which I believe is California, they are easily the most expensive. And again, yes, $10 a peach, according to Steven Reichland, and as he said, they were addicted. I'd rather be addicted to Coke. It's cheaper. All right, Jack Arnold is ready to go. Before we get to him, I will talk to you quickly about Primo Grills. What do we love about ceramic cookers? We love that they're fuel efficient. We love that you can achieve low and slow temperatures for traditional barbecue meats. Also, we love that they can get rip-roaring hot for high temperature grilling of steaks and other thin cuts. But what's missing in the everyday lineup of ceramic cookers? The real ability to do true two-zone cooking. Now, two-zone cooking is very important, both professional and backyard cooks alike. The best way to manage a fire, cook with confidence. However, getting a two-zone fire in a round ceramic cooker, not very realistic. Why? Because it's round. Enter Primo and the game-changing oval design. The shape gives you the ability to execute that two-zone setup that you desire. Also giving you the other ceramic grill benefits as well. And when you break it down, there's more than 60 different ways to configure the Primo cooker and cook on it. So you're only limited by your culinary imagination. Only sold through dealers. So the easiest way to find one near you without the Google is go to primogrill.com, find their dealer locator, punch in your zip code, and then away you go. Visit that dealer in person, touch and feel all the ovals, and then take it from an expert like me. Buy the XL or buy the double XL for 25% more space. I've never heard anybody complain buying bigger. I have heard a lot of complaints with people going, I wish I would have bought bigger. No regrets. Buy big. You'll be happy. Family will love it. Neighbors will love it. PrimoGrill.com. Follow them on social media as well. We're back with Jack Arnold right after this. Stick around. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Broadcasting live from the Barbecue Central Show studios in Cleveland, Ohio. You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Once again, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
All right, welcome back to this portion of the show being brought to you by Fireboard, makers of Fireboard 2, Fireboard Pro, Fireboard Spark, the Fireboard Beacon, and the wireless Fireboard Pulse. When you're using the Fireboard app connected to your local area network or the Wi-Fi, you can connect to any device in the world. Fireboard.com is the website, or call with questions 816-945-2232. My first guest tonight, one of the most recognizable faces in the backyard live fire community. In just a few days, he's going to be putting on one of his signature events that many people who have attended a said event is a life-changing live fire experience. You probably follow him on social media. We race to the hotline and welcome back our pal Jack Arnold to the show. Hey, Jackie boy.
Hey, brother. How you doing, man?
Doing great. We have a YouTube poll question of the week that we're asking everybody. including all
Yes,
guests.
sir.
You are a guest, so here we go. Have you purchased the Hey Grill Hey hot meat gloves?
I hate to be that guy and say that I unfortunately have not yet,
Nope.
but I love what Susie's doing, and I'm sure it's an amazing product.
92% are just like you, who probably wish they had at this point. Unfortunately, have not pulled the trigger, so we'll see how the rest of that goes here tonight. So 2025 has seen you gallivanting across the country, hosting these great live fire experiences. And August 31st, no joke, as you are getting ready to head to Tampa, big event on a rooftop, no less. So, high level, give us the deets of what's happening.
Yes, well, 2025 has without a doubt been the tour of my dreams. I can't believe how far it's come so far, but this weekend is very special. It is my first barbecue event with the Edition Hotel properties, a property of Marriott Bonvoy, similar to Ritz-Carlton and St. Regis. I met Jeremy Kinker, the hotel manager, at the Forbes Travel Guide Summit last February in Las Vegas, and we were able to lock something in. Chris Southwick, general manager, amazing guy. I actually have to head down there tomorrow night because I am going to be doing a segment with Great Day Live Tampa on Thursday morning, which I'm excited about, to do some final promo for the event and talk about everything that we're doing. But this is my first event in the city of Tampa and my first Edition event. So I am super hyped up about this, and the rooftop is extraordinary. So can't think of a better way to do it. It is going to be from Sunday noon to 4, and we will rock on as long as they want us to.
As somebody who might be attending the event, what are they getting for the ticket?
So it's an experience like you haven't really had. I mean, the best way I can put it is, the steaks, Colorado craft beef dry aged steaks, are phenomenal. They speak for themselves. The Gorilla Grills Kong live fire experience speaks for itself, but the food naturally tastes better. And I've said this several times. It naturally just tastes better and everything feels better because the vibes are so high. You're in an amazing setting right now, likely with people you know and love. You're rocking out on a Sunday. You have music you know and love, the food, everything you want right there. You have no reason to leave. So you're getting something that you're not going to be getting anywhere else. And we put together an experience from beginning to end that we want you to stay the entire time, as long as you don't have to leave and be somewhere. So we're very excited for this one, to say the least. It's going to be a great crowd up there on the roof.
What's the price point per ticket?
This one is $95, I believe, per person. They range different prices at different venues. Usually, I mean, they've gone as low as $75, $85, all the way up to $325 for a ticket, depending on where they are.
Yep.
I never actually set the ticket prices. I let the venues do that, because one thing I like to remind everyone about the events I do, I always give the properties the respect of having the top of the ticket. So it's going to be in a Tampa Edition Labor Day event, just hosted by Jack Arnold and Gorilla Grills and Colorado Craft Beef. So it's all a family event. It's never been about me, and I think they can appreciate that, because once they see it, they really understand what it's all about and why we've been doing this for 7 years at the best properties in the world.
When we talk about these live fire events, the word that keeps coming up in refrain from a Jack Arnold is vibe. Setting the vibe. Vibes are high. You're going to be vibing out. For Tampa, first time in Tampa, a very historic city. It's actually a city that has a American operational premium cigar factory still in it. J.C. Newman is right down there in downtown Tampa. El Reloj is still a producing cigar factory, believe it or not. That all seem to go down into Nicaragua, Honduras, PR, but there's one right there in Tampa. So a lot of great things to love about Tampa, not just a cigar plug by me because I'm a honk recently. Are you setting a specific Tampa vibe for this party?
Well, I've actually created the playlist for this one. We're not going to do a DJ. I've done this several times. We have music that runs from the 80s into the 90s, into the 2000s up to now, so that we get everyone involved. And something that I wanted to do for this event in particular, and I've made this announcement. I really would love to get a few Vietnam veterans to the event from the Tampa area. I know there's a pretty decent sized chapter in the Hillsborough County area, if I'm not mistaken, but people, in case people have forgotten, this is the 50th anniversary of the ending of the Vietnam War. And I guess the median age is probably around 68, 69 around that time if they served at the. So I really just had a great vision, and I would love to have a table of like 8, like right in the front in the center of 8 Vietnam veterans, maybe 4 vets and their wives if they want, just to fill up a table. And let's bring some flags out. Let's play some music they love. Let's grill them some barbecue and never forget the sacrifice they made for us. And I would love to have that opportunity to give back. That's one thing that's always meant a lot to me. And yeah, hopefully we can make that happen. We'll see. We got a few days left. If we get some there, we're going to show them an absolutely amazing time.
Let me run back just for a second. When you were talking about putting this specific event together, so this is on the heels of that, big Forbes run that you had and made a lot of great connections. Obviously, this is one that's coming to fruition. As you're having the conversations with the general manager and the property folks and all this, are they saying, Jack, tell us about XYZ experience that you've already done and how this fits with our property? Or are they just coming to you and saying, hey, we know what you've done. We've done our due diligence. We just need to lock down the date and finalize the concept?
It's both. It's actually 50-50. Like a lot of them have, seen the press releases of events that I've done. They call other people in the industry, like, because they all talk, the food and beverage directors know each other, the GMs, the hotel managers, PR directors. All they got to do is make a few calls or just check up a few articles. I don't need to do so much talking. I lay everything out about what I plan to do for them, just so they know. And they know their guests and their clientele far better than I do. And they have to have the outdoor space as well. So it doesn't always work, unfortunately. But when it does work, people seem to understand what it's all about and why it's carried as long as it possibly has, because there really is nothing else quite like it in existence right now. So we are getting everyone involved. We're getting all the partners involved, all the vendors, the staffs of these hotels are just extraordinary. The culinary teams. I mean, I get to see firsthand how hard these properties work for all the guests, and it's nothing short of extraordinary. So it really is my honor to be there every single property I go to. So
there might be a few tickets left. So if they want to hook up after listening tomorrow, maybe charter that private jet to get down there on time. Because you never know about commercial.
TJ, you'll get
you
right
never
there.
know about commercial. We got to make sure we're down there. Where do we go to grab tickets?
You can go to Open Table. They have everything on that site right now. I actually have the link in my Instagram bio, so you can just go click that right now and get in there and come out and rock with us. It's going to be Sunday, 12 to 4. Like I said, it's a great way to do the afternoon. The weather should be beautiful, so come see what this is all about. I always say, if for some reason you don't like it, the good news is you never have to come to one again. But it's something that's very, very special and memorable, and people seem to be thoroughly enjoying themselves. And that's what it's all about, are just celebrating good times because we all work so hard. Let's rock out on a nice Sunday,
If we don't make it, we do have a Labor Day coming up that we might be spending at our house, or maybe visiting somebody that's going to be over a grill at some point. Jack Arnold, to me, is a signature burger cooker. So a lot of burgers going to be tossed around the flames here in the next couple days. What are your best advice, tips on making a great burger?
Honestly, just get a nice crust on both sides. And if you see the red juice stop, like usually red drippings kind of run out of the top, when that turns clear, that means the burger is ready. So go ahead and pull that and let it rest for just a couple minutes and enjoy it. So, but that's one of the best things burger's just one of the best meats that you can cook absolutely anywhere. I mean, tailgates, we do them at concerts all the time, or we used to at least. So, but I've caught a lot of concerts this year, mainly on the road, and I haven't been able to do any cooking while I've been doing that. So
one of the other signature dishes that I associate with you is breakfast sausage and blueberry, and then it all of a sudden gets like rolled and then it's sliced, and oh my God, it looks delicious. So what's the high level there?
So that's the blueberry muffin stuffed sausage. That is probably my most requested dish in any of the private dinners that I do across the country. It's absolutely amazing. You can serve it at the beginning of the night or at the very end. It can be like a sweet and savory dessert. You basically just take a pound of ground sausage and pipe in some broken up muffins, drizzle maple syrup all over it, fold it all together, smoke it at 250 to the internals 160, and people love it. I mean, it's blown away so many minds, and it's something you kind of hesitate on at first. Okay, let's see if this is any good or not. But when you try it, it's pretty smashing, and I'm glad that everyone has picked up on it so much.
All right, so you mentioned you've been seeing some concerts as you've been on the road, maybe not cooking as much as you want to. What are you taking in these days?
So my New Year's resolution at the end of 2024 was, I need to get back to more shows like I used to do so often. And there were just so many good ones coming out this year. I mean, you just look at the Sphere, the list of everyone that they're booking for residencies. I mean, it's out of control. I've seen my favorite rapper Mike 3 times this year on his final tour. Of course, I saw Fish twice in Austin, as I see every year. Those were shows 53 and 54 with Fish. So
wow.
Haven't slowed down on that by any means. Went and saw Coldplay in Las Vegas, but the most memorable one for me personally this year was my favorite band of all time, Incubus, decided to re-record my favorite album of all time, Morning View, and they played that album in its entirety in a limited select run. So me and my very dear friend from back home since I was 16 years old, Jeff Fuller, we flew out to Kansas City and saw them at the Starlight Theater, and it takes you back to a real happy time in your life. And that's what music's all about to all of us. I know people think I'm crazy for seeing Fish as many times as I have, but music's all about how it makes you feel on the inside. And it really does bring us back to, amazing times in our lives. So I was really happy to do that. We've had a good run with a bunch of shows this year. I'm probably slowing down at this point, but I think everyone needs to see all the acts that are out there right now. They're putting on some amazing shows right now. Everybody is. So
Incubus, a very favorite band of mine, and I kind of lost track of them over the years. I mean, still listen to all the old stuff, but didn't really keep track of what they were up to recently. Brandon still got pipes, or everybody's tight?
Brandon is still rocking. The voice sounds great. Their new bassist, Nicole Rowe, was just shredding the other night. So I'm really loving what they're doing right now. So if they keep touring and people get the chance to go see them, definitely go do that if you're a fan, to say the least. So they're still hitting. They're firing on all cylinders.
So we talk about Labor Day and what's happening, but then we have the rest of the fall, and that, of course, bridges into the close of 2025. What else does Jack Arnold have up his sleeve?
Oh man, we got a rockin' fall tour ahead, to say the least. Labor Day is the end of the summer and the beginning of the fall all in one. So I've got my private dinner series next weekend here in Davidson at my house that we sold out a couple weeks ago. Some people are coming over from all over the country who can't make the events on the tour. They're flying here for the day. We're going to cook up a bunch of meats, let them use the putting green, the sauna, the shower, to basically have a fun day, hit some college game day, some college football, and basically just let me do the experience for some people in person. I've been looking forward to that for a while. An event that I am fired up at like no other is my first Fairmont Hotel event at the Fairmont Miramar in Santa Monica, California on September 27th. It's going to be in the West Lot. We're going to try to get like 200 people out there. It's going to be rocking. So I can't wait to be doing that one, to say the least.
All right, so I got to ask.
Yeah, brother.
You're having strangers come to your house?
I vetted everybody, Greg. Very funny.
Did you? I worry.
Yes, I did. No, I definitely did. I'm honored to do this. It's a very, it's only 10 people, so it's not like a massive crowd. It's just like a private class, and 2 of them I actually already knew. So I'm looking forward to hosting everyone. It's my honor to have them. I know that they could find a lot of things to do on their Saturday, but coming and hang with me, let's make it worth their time. I mean, that's kind of what life's all about, and developing relationships and showing appreciation for people. So Yeah, it's great. Then October, we got a couple of events. I'm doing one at the Henderson Beach Resort for Toast on the Coast, the charity event on October 5th. Tailgate football barbecue at the Westin Birmingham on October 18th. Back at the Ritz Naples on November 8th. God, that's right around the corner.
Yeah.
And the last big one of the year is going to be Thanksgiving weekend. We are back in the great state of Hawaii hosting Thanksgiving weekend at the Ritz-Carlton Oahu in Turtle Bay.
Wow.
Where one of my favorite movies, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, was filmed. So I'll probably be quoting that film for a few days, and the staff will be tired of me in no time.
I feel like you could have been an actor had you not had the cooking bug and this entertainment bug folding all into one. Like every once in a while, you get the Jack Arnold going line for line in one of his favorite movies, and I almost feel like that's you in the movie. You're not doing an impersonation or an impression of whoever that actor was. Like Jack is just doing Jack.
I used to study acting, believe it or not. I've done a couple independent films a long time ago, but it's very cool that you said that. I appreciate it. But it turns out I was put on earth to cook steaks for people in crowds and try to make them feel good about themselves and put smiles on faces. I always try to remind myself that I don't know if someone there is not having the worst day of their life for some reason, but if I'm carrying a smile on my face and I've got positive energy and I'm engaging with everyone, you have the ability to change the temperature in that room. You have the opportunity to change their day, or at least make them crack a smile for a little bit. And it's way bigger than backyard barbecue. It's about moments, and collecting moments over things is very important to me. And it's not about having a good time. It's about having a time you don't forget.
When you're out and you're doing these big city trips, or you associate barbecue food not necessarily with being like the most healthy guy in the world. So, when you're out traveling a lot, or you're around outside of the event, you're around temptation of food and stuff. I mean, look, between one man to another, I mean, you're a pretty hot guy. You seem to be pretty fit. How do you stay on track? What are your ways to not get fat and unhealthy?
I've always been an advocate of healthy eating when you can, and exercise. I've been lifting weights, God, since military school, age 14, on and off. But last few years, I do 4 days a week. I like lifting moderate to heavy, getting your cardio in, because I like to eat a lot of protein. People forget that they need to get about a gram of protein for every pound that they weigh. And most people do know this. The problem is they don't do it.
Yeah.
And the protein deficiency is a real thing. So I always love popping protein shakes, just throwing down some ground beef whenever you can. Anything to get that, for me, about 165 grams of protein a day. And it's very vital. It's good for energy, keeps you vibrant, keeps you lively. And I want it to inspire others too, because, at my age, the fact that my energy just keeps going up is wonderful. And I got a 6-year-old little girl to keep up with, so I'll take whatever I can get.
He's the best.
But
Jack Arnold is, I mean, you're looking good, so whatever you're doing is obviously working for you. Go to officialjackarnold.com. That's his website. Or follow him on the Instagrams, as 149,000 of you are currently following him at Jack Arnold. And look, don't be shy. Snatch up 1 or 10 tickets, if there's even 10 left for this coming weekend, and get down there and vibe out with Jack Arnold, and then report back to me, and you tell me if it's not a vibe, and then we'll see what's really happening. We all know everybody's going to be winning at that event this coming Friday, or this coming Sunday. Jack, appreciate the time tonight. Good luck in Tampa, and we'll look for the recap.
Appreciate you always, Greg, and as normal, love the show. Keep it up, man.
Appreciate it. My man Jack right there. Jack Arnold, at Jack Arnold on Instagram, where he is producing content specific to Jack. I mean, as he said, there's nobody doing these events. There's nobody like Jack out there in the live fire industry right now. A barbecue entertainer. Typically not mixing these two terms together. Or if you are, this guy's got it legitimately down pat. He is and has broken the mold. Jack Arnold right there. See him in Tampa this coming weekend. What are you waiting for? You know you're going down. Let me know. All right, so we have an open segment coming up. You're going to love it. Believe me, it's going to be great. But before we do, I have a great deal to tell you about. What is it? From our pals Big Papa Smokers, whether you're chasing Grand Championship or aiming to impress your next backyard cookout. Big Papa Smokers has the rubs that deliver the results, trusted by competition pros, from weekend grillers alike to the big backyard warriors and competition cooks. Flavors like Sweet Money, competition brisket, steak, cash cow, cattle prod. Big, bold, proven flavors. Your friends are going to love you. The judges are going to love you. Maybe you cook in a competition on Saturday and then you're cooking for everybody in the cul-de-sac on Sunday. Big winning all weekend for you. For a limited time, they've brought back a fan favorite, Cucaracha, a fiery kick that turns up the heat on any cook. Barbecue Central Show listeners, this one's for you. Use promo code BBQ Central 25 at checkout. That's BBQ Central 25 at checkout for free ground shipping. Now through October 1st, so you got a couple months to get your orders in and take advantage of that free shipping. Yes, sir. All right, we are back with an open segment, and it's going to be one that you don't want to miss. So stick around. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Howard Stern, Jim Rome, Dan Patrick, and Greg Rempe. The Mountain Rushmore of talk show entertainment. Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show.
I want to thank Jack Arnold for joining us last segment. Once again, official jackarnold.com, his website. If you go to his Instagram handle, at Jack Arnold, then go to his profile. You can click on the open table link that will get you to this coming weekend's event. That's going to be at Tampa for the first time. I had not realized that Jack had not done a live fire event out in Tampa. And again, a great city. It is very accessible. You're close to water, a lot of things to do there. It does have J.C. Newman Cigar Company in El Reloj, which is the oldest cigar factory that actually makes cigars still in this country. Everything else is relocated to the DR and Honduras and Nicaragua. But somehow J.C. Newman has kept one singular premium hand-rolled cigar factory alive in Tampa, Florida, which, you know, in the old days, that was Cigar City was Tampa. All cigars everywhere made in Tampa and Cuba. But mostly in Tampa. Millions, believe it or not. It is history. It is verifiable. Do it yourself. Hey, this portion of the show being brought to you by Pit Barrel Cooker, the most unbelievable outdoor cooking device on the planet, currently available in 3 sizes with a host of accessories. Whether you're a beginner or a professional, this is definitely a cooker you want to add to the arsenal. Visit pitbarrelcooker.com and tell them the Barbecue Central Show sent you. So if you do end up going to the show where Jack is hosting at that property, like, I want all the details. Don't leave anything out. I want to know how it was. I want to know how the food was. I currently have not gone to one of Jack's. We almost. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, you won't believe it. You'll believe it. A few years ago, when Marley, the youngest, was still playing travel volleyball, there was a year we had to go to St. Louis, not once, but twice. Oh, 8.5-hour drive. Yuck. Outside of that, one of those weekends, Jackie Boy was in St. Louis putting on an event. And I didn't realize it until we had parked in St. Louis, had a couple games under our belt, fire up the phone in between matches, and in the story, I'm like, hey, where that looks familiar. Where is it? And then I'm in St. Louis, so I'm thumbing it out. I gotta get in. I gotta get a ticket. How do we make this happen? And he was in like that night. Later that evening, the event was happening, and he was obviously busy with the whole event, not messing around on his phone. So the next morning, he got back to me. He's like, "Oh my God, you're here. I'm here. I'm on my way back home to North Carolina already." Blah blah blah. So there was almost a by chance me going to one of the Live Fire Tour events, but we missed it. We just missed it. So I would love to go and see what it's all about. I mean, how is Cleveland not bringing Jack Arnold into town on top of the 9? You kidding me? I got to pitch that to I got to pitch Jack to the GM down at the Metropolitan. Say, hey, we got to get a Live Fire event going on the roof here. Or better yet, I can call my guy, Chef Rocco Whalen from Fahrenheit, and there is a Fahrenheit in Charlotte as well. I don't know if Jack's been to that. Say, hey, Rock, why not open up the outdoor portion of this restaurant and bring in Jackie Boy? You guys can do a little collab. That would be hot. That would be hot. All right, enough of that. Here it is. I'm very excited to reveal this to you. So, Saturday, minding my own business, break out the Ego all-electric powered lawnmower as I usually do on a Saturday or a Sunday. Get ready to do my weekly lawn maintenance, which includes a fresh lawn mow, and then the edger, and then the weed whack, and then the blow. And then I got the nicest lawn on the street. It's the jewel of the street. That's what my wife, Becky, calls it. We got the jewel of the street as far as lawn is concerned. Before I started it up this past weekend, I got an email. I believe it was from a guy named Brett. Now, look, I got to say this. If this is the wrong name, I apologize. And for the life of me, thank God, I saved it. And I also had forwarded it to a few different people in the family. So I had access to it. But as I was going back Sunday to try and find this email, and then again, most of the day yesterday, I can't find it. It's gone. I was searching through the trash. I was searching through the spam. I'm like, did I accidentally mark it as spam? Did I put it in the trash? Did I empty the trash? I think it was Brandon. And oh my God, maybe it's Brad. Brad? Damn it. Look, humble apologies, my friend. I can't find that email anywhere that you sent me that had the greatest thing that I'm about to play in recent memory on this show. He's been a fan, been listening for 18 months. He has delved deeply into the back archives and is consuming at a rapid rate. And said, you know what? And just kind of guessing what he was saying to himself. He said, you know what? I enjoy this content so much, and I've only been listening for such a short period of time. 18 months is a long time listener technically, but when you look at the life of the show being 18 years, almost 19 years at this point. We're at 18 years. Yeah, almost 17 years, almost 18 years. Okay? Leave it at that. So, long show time, right? So, 18 months doesn't seem like a long time listeners when people have been around for like 10 years, 15 years. The guy from that one barbecue joint now that I'm going to Prime Barbecue has been listening ever since the old podcast days of when the show began. Like, he's been around for almost 19 years. So, as we look at longevity of listeners, he is kind of a new Johnny-come-lately listener at 18 months in. but still a long-time listener, one that I really appreciate. So, this guy is obviously pretty tech-savvy. And he said, you know what? I'm going to put something together. I'm going to send it over to Rep. He's going to take a listen. Let's see what kind of magic happens. I got to tell you. I didn't listen to it once. I listened to it twice as I was mowing the lawn. And I'm going, did I really like this that much because it is new, something I didn't see coming, a bit gratifying for me? And oh, by the way, sounded really great. By the way, update on the YouTube poll question of the week. 89% of you have not purchased the hot meat gloves from Hey Grill Hey. Shame on you. And so I said, I will listen to it again. And I listened to it again. I was just as jazzed up about it the second time. Now you might be asking yourself, what is it? Might I lay out to you an argument that while we do have a show open song, that being Cell Dwellers Switchback, which of course everybody knows, if you are not familiar with the show here, Switchback sounds like this. The electric music, guitar heavy, hard, in your face. This is where I come into the show. All right, good evening and welcome to the... Yeah. So that's Cell Dweller. And then, of course, we do have the outro music to the show, which is Machine Gun BBs. That's the name of the royalty-free music. You know this one? All right, let's get out of here. All the way back in the first hour, we talked with blah, blah, blah. You know that one. So these are like the pieces of cornerstone musically that the show is set up. You got Cell Dwellers, and I paid for the rights to that, believe it or not. Cell Dwellers is like a real band, so I had to pay for the rights to use it on this stupid show. But I didn't have to worry about the theme song or the closing theme because that is a royalty-free. So I'm allowed to play that however. Sometimes, like YouTube continues to hate me no matter what I play or what I say. It doesn't matter. They'll hate me forever. But I submit to you this. Maybe we have found a third cornerstone piece submitted by Brad. Damn it. I'm sorry, pal. So for your listening pleasure, what I'm calling perhaps a high-level Barbecue Central show theme song, not an open, not a close, just a theme song entitled Get in the Smoke, ChatGPT prompted. However, this fan obviously prompting with high strength of detail on the show, minutia as you listen to this. You'll be at wow. Where did it come up with that? Then using a additional bit of AI called Suno, which is like AI music, made a song in an 80s hairband style fashion, which I immediately am getting a lot of the main 80s hairstyle groups when I hear it. But for your listening pleasure, I submit to you, Get in the Smoke, a potential Barbecue Central show theme song. Enjoy.
The legend of Rempe will never fade. Crank it louder, feel the heat. Barbecue anthems forever sweet. Get in the smoke, yeah, the fire won't die. With central lights cheering, the flames reach the sky. Raise your glasses, let the whole world know we're rocking forever on the barbecue show. Get in the smoke, let the fire take hold. Raise your lighters, stories told. Barbecue thunder, the spotlights glow. Rocking the pit on the barbecue show.
Really? Holy crap. As Doug in the instant chat said, by the way, you'll be seeing him next hour. Holy shit. And Doug never swears, by the way, so he must be fully impressed. Holy shit, he got Kip Winger to write a song and sing it. I know. This goes to show that indeed humans are really in trouble when it comes to AI. I didn't know it could sound that good. The music was great. The guitar riffs were great. There was Winger. There was Motley Crue happening. I thought there was some Buck Cherry going around. A lot of different great bands, 80s, 90s that were going through that song, threading through that song. Jeff and Drizzy says he saw the people that sang that song open for Stryper in 88. Doug also saying trademark and license it now. Looks like I'm going to be shooting a call over to our trademark and licensing lawyer, of course. Suzanne Moskowitz. What's up, Suzanne? Shout out. Things that I picked up as I was listening to this song. It said my name correctly towards the end of the song. The legend of Rempe will never fade. Like, nobody says my last name correctly. AI got it right, so I don't know if Brad had to write it a different way or went through many revisions. Like, I want to have him on the show so we can talk about how this whole thing happened. In fact, friend, please email me so we can talk about this because I might want to make theme songs for everybody I know. Bomb City Nights. It referenced Bomb City, which I love. In the beginning of the song, from Cleveland basements to the radio waves. So we never made it to the radio waves. I mean, we were almost there. We never made it to the radio waves, but that's all right. Barbecue Central radio show for a while. That was so stupid. I can't believe I did that. 17 years and still going strong. Great pull of show longevity. This is a deep pull. Not as deep as the other one I'm about to say because I believe it was only mentioned once. But this one is a deep pull from way back. Connie's Recipes. A recurring segment back in the day. My mom. By the way, shout out to my mom. Connie's Recipes mentioned in the song. Want to know how that happened? Want to know what the prompt is for that? AI, find the most obscure segments from a long time ago. And then the biggest deep pull of them all, and it probably just washed over many of you, if not all of you, but I heard it right off the bat the first time. White whales landed. Does anybody even know what that means? White whales landed, what that even references. Said only one time on the show. And was it mentioned even on this show? There was an article written about me by Doug Tratner from Cleveland Scene, well over 10 years ago, who had mentioned that Michael Simon at the time was my white whale. So I don't know if in the show notes, after I did the first interview with Michael Simon, I had typed up the words white whale finally landed or something along these. That is a deep pull as far as show history is concerned. And terminology referring to show history, white whale landed. I mean, where's Dan from Wauchula? We didn't want any of that. Where's Weasel? By the way, shout out to Dan. In my heart of hearts, I feel like Dan is pissed that years ago we got rid of the dial-up line because he used to call into the show when we had a real phone number. So, Dan, hopefully you're doing well. If you even listen to the show anymore, or you're pissed because you don't call in, you haven't listened to the show in decades. I don't know. If Dan from Wauchula would have made it into the song, I mean, it would easily be the best song ever. Out of all songs, commercial and or otherwise, that would have been the best song ever. Great tune, great vibe. I mean, we're talking about Jack Arnold with vibes and all that stuff, but that's it. If you want a copy, I have saved a copy. I'm happy to email it to you, but don't trademark it before me, please, if at all possible. I mean, I would like the opportunity to do that. Get in the Smoke is the name of it. Right. Harry the Horse. How could we forget? That one left out as well. Now we're finding things wrong with this song. Let's not ruin it. Anyway, if you want a copy, email me, Greg at thebbqcentralshow.com, and let me know you would like it. And so, we're going to do something real... Are we? Yeah, we're going to do something real smooth here. We're going to glide into the top of the first hour here. All right, I got everything logistically set up on my side. Again, Greg at thebbqcentralshow.com. Of course, it lives forever here on this podcast. You can rip it that way. If you would just like to listen to it on your car stereo, I will send you the MP3 file. I did a little remastering on my end, too, to pump it up a little bit. So great. Thank you very much. I'm so humbled, and I love it. I listen to it a lot, believe me. All right, we're heading to the second hour, so refresh your libations and stick around. You're listening and watching the Barbecue Central Show. Now with a new theme song. Right here on the Barbecue Central Radio Network. Stick around. We'll be right back.
This is Monroe Stoll. I'm from Stowe, Ohio. And you're listening to Barbecue Central.
Happy to have you aboard here for the really big barbecue show.
Boing.
We cook because we have to, and we grill because we want to.
Hit me.
Fine, how's it going?
You have a great show. I'm a big fan.
Boing.
So what seems to be the problem here? This man looks like he's dead, and he's in the crackle.
Charbono! It's all about the charbono, dude!
Succulent fish, what?
He ate 2 feet for wiener.
But listen, Lavernius, shut your face.
I'm shaking like a dog shit peach seeds.
We have top men working on it right now. Top men.
And just like that, we are into the second hour, and I just sent out about 15 copies of the song. Everybody piling in. They want to blast that 80s/early 90s Get in the Smoke tune in their cars this coming Friday with the windows down. And the heat on, depending on where you're at. It didn't even hit 70 today. 67 degrees. Fuck you. It's still August. Can we? Can we still be hot? All right, so I got so involved in my Get in the Smoke song, I did not get to another great thing that happened. Now, it wasn't over the weekend, but it happened yesterday. So yesterday, my youngest daughter, Marley, and I, the one that was holding the cat behind me beginning of the show, Stan the man, who was still here and alive. We make an annual pilgrimage to Cedar Point, America's rock and roller coast. If you're not familiar with where that is, that's in Sandusky. If you're at my house, you drive an hour and 10 minutes due east on the turnpike, and you eventually get to Sandusky, Ohio, right there on Great Lake Erie. And it's got roller coaster after roller coaster. It's had record after record after record. The new roller coaster this year, it's not super high. It's not Top Thrill Dragster 2 high. But the winning feature of this particular new roller coaster is you climb the hill, you come around, and then the train stops. And it's on a tilt. So you have, I apologize for people listening on audio podcasts. You can't see me. So here's the track going down and then leading to the rest of the coaster. And then here's the tilt. There's no track in between these. So you're on a tilt table and boof, connects. And then it holds you 90-degree tilt, 15 seconds, 18 seconds. And it's not the hard shoulder harness. It's got the seat belt material, so you actually fall forward like you're going to fall out of your seat. Obviously, it catches you. I'm here tonight. You're hundreds of feet in the air. But you have that sensation as you start to tilt forward. You're coming out of your seat. The seat belt catches you. You put your hands out. You put your legs out. You can envision yourself hurtling to your death. Because it's all concrete under there, and you're landing on people, because we ended up in the last car both times that we rode it, in successive times, by the way. You get the fast pass when you go. I don't know how much your time is worth. My time is worth a lot of money per hour. So we spend the extra money, get the ultimate fast pass. I don't think we waited in line for more than 15 minutes for any ride. We got there at 10. We were leaving at 5 p.m. Eastern. And we did everything at least twice. At least twice. Some rides 4 times and 5 times. Top Thrill Dragster, it took us less time waiting to get on the car than it did walking off the first time and then all the way back around to get back in line, which took 1 minute and 40 seconds. Wait time to get on the train from when we made it to where we needed to go, 40 seconds, and then we're on the train. That's my kind of time. So Siren's Curse, which is the new one, a disconnected roller coaster, then the tilt table connects. A lot of people find that scary. Not me. And then Top Thrill Dragster used to be a catapult. You go to 120 miles an hour. You go up a big hill and down around. But it's like the aircraft carrier catapult. Well, that's all been redone ever since the accident of a couple of years ago. Nobody died, but a part flew off somewhere, hit some lady in the head, maimed her. It was a whole thing. If you're a roller coaster person, you heard about it. This thing is as tall as it gets, 400 billion stories high. And it shoots you off, not as intense the first time, and you go about 60% of the way up. Then you start to roll back down on purpose. And then I don't know if it's like electric or magnetic or whatever. It picks up speed going back up the chute, and then you come back down one final time. You're reaching 120 miles an hour. You're going so fast, and this is why I love Top Thrill Dragster, and also the inside the chute on Maverick, if you ever get there. You're advancing at such a rapid rate that your mind is, and you can see how far you still have left to go on the straightaway before you start taking the hill. And your mind is going, okay, we're going to have to start not continuing to feel like we are accelerating at some point soon. And you know what? It never comes. You're never not accelerating. It's magical. I love every second of it. So we had a hugely successful day. Got preferred parking because my time is worth money. We got into the parking lot, and then something happened that never happens. Never happens. All of a sudden I heard, Greg Rempe? I turn around, complete stranger. So you know what I've learned from Sam the cooking guy, who I've been on the phone with many times as he's walking his dogs to go take a piss. And I can hear randos on the street stopping Sam the cooking guy. Oh, hey, I'm a big fan. I'm like, oh, hey, ask if they know me. And then 10 out of 10 times, they don't know me. That's shocking. He's mentioned me a bunch of times on his show. And he says, oh, I'm talking with Greg from the Barbecue Central show. Do you know him? No. Well, that changed yesterday because I'm walking back to the car, and then wouldn't you know, Greg Rempe? And I immediately stopped, got the smile on. I'm like, here we go. Like, yeah. Who are you? He's like, it's me. It's Sean Reed. I was like, Sean Reed? I know Sean Reed. I don't know Sean Reed up until that very moment, but Sean Reed has been a long-time listener of the show. Makes his home out in western Ohio near that Bowling Green State University area. We'll call that Bowling Green, Ohio, just for point of reference. And as soon as he said his name, I'm like, well, this guy emails in regularly, gives hot takes on the show. I know what he does for a living. I know where he listens to the show because of what he does for a living. And I'm like, well, what are the chances? Like, we're playing hooky from work and school, doing our annual pilgrimage here to Cedar Point. And he said, wow, this is great to meet you in person. He introduced me to a small son who has just coming over an ear infection or an ear issue, because evidently they're big Cedar Point goers, season pass holders. They hadn't been all year because his ears were messed up, wasn't allowed to do any of the stuff that would mess with your equilibrium on the inside of your ear. Got the all clear earlier that day, so good for him. And then introduced me to his wife, and I'm like, oh, God. Like, she's got to be thinking, why is my husband stopping this rando guy? Please don't introduce me. This is my wife. I'm like, hey, great to meet you. And had some small chit-chat, and I didn't want to hold them up because it's after 5. Park closes at 8, evidently at the end of August, so I want to make sure they maximize their time. But had my very first, not me seeing a celebrity, like I never see celebrities, but I had my first introduction on potentially what it might be like to be recognized. Of course, the first time does not mean that that's something that's going to be happening on a regular basis. How do I know this? Because I've been doing the show for 20 fucking years, and this is the first time. And by the way, Grillfest doesn't count because I tell you I'm going to be at Grillfest, and then people show up and go, hey, we showed up just to see you. Like, that's great. This was completely by chance. Like, what are the chances I'm walking in the Cedar Point parking lot and somebody recognizes me? Shout out to you, Sean. Super fan. And he knew it. Like, he's like, I knew I was just going to take a stab in the dark, make sure it was you. Fabulous. That like never happens. All right. Thank you, Sean, by the way, for stopping me. To say you made me look like a stud in front of my youngest daughter is the understatement of the year. She talked about it all the way home for an hour and 10 minutes. I can't believe that guy knew you. Like, you can't? I'm a big shot. Just ask me. I'm not $10 per peach big shot, but big shot. I've been considered for the Barbecue Hall of Fame on a number of occasions. Nominated every year since ever. Kind of a big shot. Anyway, thanks again, Sean. Great meeting your family. Hope you had a great time at Cedar Point. And as always, look forward to your emails whenever you decide to send them in. I didn't get to it, but there is a Best Moments of the Barbecue Central show this coming Friday, episode 397, featuring Diva Q, who will be at the Grill Fest coming soon. September 20th, in just a little less than a month's time. We're going to be talking about Grill Fest with Mike Lang coming up in a couple weeks. All right. I believe I'm all caught up on business, so why not have us a Embedded Correspondents hour? I'm with you. I think that sounds like a great idea. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Howard Stern, Jim Rome, Dan Patrick, and Greg Rempe. The Mountain Rushmore of talk show entertainment. Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show.
All right, welcome back. This portion of the show is being brought to you by McAuliffe Cigars, where each blend is a chapter in a grand tale of craftsmanship and passion. Black and blue and red and purple. And yes, I'm still a dick because I haven't sent out the samples. Ken and Sean, it's going to happen. Believe me. Or Keith and Ken, believe me, it's going to happen. You wait. They're not getting worse by sitting in my moisturizer. I can tell you that. You're going to get them. Just bear with me and my incompetence. It knows no bounds, like many other things that know no bounds, some of which we'll talk about here this evening. But McAuliffeCigars.com, the website, MICALLEF, McAuliffeCigars.com, and find the dealer or the retailer locator that is nearest to you on that website as well. All right, it's fourth Tuesday of a month in the second hour, and that can only mean one thing. We have the Embedded Correspondents all right here and ready to go in original fashion. To the right of me, a Doug Scheiding from Texas, longest running. And to the right of him, a John Solberg, second longest running from the state of Michigan. And below me, the third longest running from the great city of Utah, Rusty Mutson of Salt City Barbecue, brick and mortar barbecue restaurant. And below Doug is the fourth longest running embedded correspondent from Tennessee, Matt Osman. There we go. So we have a laundry list of 100% assurity questions that you guys have not seen, which I'm liking better than everybody having visibility over the course of the week leading up to this. But before we do that, we have a YouTube poll question of the week that we're asking everybody. And it is simply this. Have you purchased the Hey Grill Hey hot meat gloves yet? Doug?
I've tried them, but I have not purchased them, no.
All right. Got a buy. John, have you purchased them?
No.
No. Rusty, have you purchased them?
No, but I want some. They look cool.
Right. Matt, have you purchased the hot meat gloves?
No.
No. 88% of you have not purchased the Hey Grill Hey hot meat gloves. And that one does not look like it's going to be clawing back to 50-50 anytime soon here. I don't know if anybody caught it or not. I know Doug might have caught it. I don't know if anybody else was listening early before you filed in. Anybody, by show of hands, hear the potential new theme song for the show called Get in the Smoke that was fan-generated? Anybody hear? Matt heard it. Doug requested a copy of it. John, you did not hear it yet. And Rusty, all right, I'll send you guys copies, and then I'll be looking for your feedback. I'm in immediate love of this song. Artificial intelligence is the wave of the future. After hearing the song, I'm so in love. I can't believe it. Go ahead, Matt.
If you do the Smoke Show rename or rebrand, that's a perfect intro.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm not doing the rebrand. I think I was talked out of doing the Smoke Show rebrand. So at some point, so I listen to people that are smarter than me, which is pretty much everybody. All right, so we have a new list of 100% assurity questions, and we are off and running. Now, because I lose track, I'm always going to start with Doug going forward. By the way, let me mention this. Next month, in lieu of 100% assurity questions, and as a reminder, we have the 2025 Barbecue Central Show's Guest Hall of Fame show. So continue to do your due diligence on who you want to nominate. Remember, you'll be nominating 5. And I think this could be the year where at least one of the 5 is organically, unanimously nominated. I don't think that's ever happened yet, but I feel like in 2025 that could happen. Nevertheless, let's get to the assurities, and we'll start with Doug on every question. Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. You follow Jack Arnold on social media.
Funny, I checked tonight. No.
No. Doug, tap your mic.
Yeah.
Tap your mic.
Hello?
Yeah, your mic is not catching. You're going to have to do a reconnect. I'm getting your computer mic. Yeah. Do a reconnect. I'll mute you. John, you follow Jack Arnold on social media.
100% no.
No. So Rusty Monson following Jack.
That's the guy with the drink, right? I don't know.
The guy with the drink?
Yeah, the Jack Arnold, the lemonade and fucking iced tea.
That's Arnold Palmer, I think, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a no. Matt Osmond, you follow Jack Arnold on social media.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Only losers don't.
All right, let's go back to Doug to see if he's reconnected. Doug, go ahead.
Ouch! I heard that.
No, you're still not connected. Is the mic on? Like, you have the power on?
Yeah, it is. It sounds good on and through my earphones, but yeah.
Go through your computer sound settings and make sure that your input is, and then go into the reconnect on the vMix, and let's see if that works out. So do the reconnect and then jump back. All right, I'll come back to you later. Of course, I do follow Jack Arnold on social media. Is no surprise there. All right, we'll go to John this time because Doug is reconnecting. John, 100% yes or 100% no. Lamb is better than beef.
100% no.
No. Right. Rusty, lamb better than beef.
No.
He said shockingly. Matt, lamb is better than beef.
Yeah, I think so.
Freaking hipster. Fucking hipster. That's what that is.
Doug
Hipster.
still looks frozen. So I'm going to wait for Doug. All right. I mean, I love lamb. Love lamb. A new lover of lamb. Beef still better. So I'm going to go no. And all right, Doug made it back. All right, Doug, give me a test.
I'm going to try it once again.
Well, it's not working, but that's all right. We'll stay with you. We have 4 working mics, and you're not working for whatever reason. That's all right. Lamb is better than beef. Yes or no?
Talking to me? No.
No. Oh, wait. Matt was the only one that said yes, by the way. So Matt, the hipster, usually hipster being played by our own Rusty Monson from the great city of Utah, but he has decided to give that roll up on the lamb question to Matt, which we appreciate. All right, going back to Doug. Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. Heath Riles will win the Jack.
No, I don't think so.
And I will ask it better this time. John, Heath Riles will win grand champion at the Jack.
I'm going to roll with Doug. I'm going no.
Rusty, Heath wins the Jack.
No, sir. He does not.
Matt, Heath wins the Jack.
I want him to so bad. I think he wants it.
Of course
I'll be
he
the
does.
contrarian. Yes, he does.
I want to win the Jack. I mean,
that would mean you'd have to go to it.
Yes,
in
but I
order
want
to win it.
But I can still want to win it. I mean, I know realistically it's not going to happen, but I want to do it. All right, so we are unanimously in agreement on this one. I also believe that Heath Riles will not win the Jack. I just don't think that's Heath's wheelhouse to win. I believe he has the potential and the skill set to win that. I just don't think that's the setting for him to win in. And prove me wrong, by the way. I would love to be wrong as far as Heath is concerned in that. No disrespect. All right, Doug, back to you again. 100% yes or 100% no. You have purchased something from Hay Grill Hay in the past 12 months.
No, I have not.
No. John purchased anything from Susie or Todd? 12 months.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Like, no.
Wow, hell no. Rusty, anything from Susie or Todd?
Well, not from them, but from the store, yes.
Yes, all right. Oh, wait, sorry. That was a yes. Matt, you've purchased something from Hey Grill Hey in the past 12 months.
Yes.
Yes.
100% yes.
Yes. So have I. John, you say with disdain because you just have no need for products?
No, not from no. Nothing,
Like, are you not a fan? Are you not a fan of them?
There's nothing there that I need.
Not one thing.
So nothing. If I wanted to support the brand, I'd buy some shit, but I don't. So it's that simple. I'm not going to support the brand. I don't need their shit. Have a nice day.
Do you not like them? Like, what do you find off-putting? You seem off-putted by them.
If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
Oh, all right. We're going there. Fine.
I'm telling you, it's like.
Let's go to Doug. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, Mr. Brisket's competition box will see huge success at the American Royal this year.
I'll go yes on that.
Yes. All right. John, competition box, hugely successful at the American Royal this year.
Unfortunately, I'm going to go with a no.
Right. Rusty, competition box, success at the American Royal.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Matt?
So that I can understand and answer, you mean somebody who purchased it's going to score high? Or
No,
win,
I mean
or
commercially
fails?
successful for Mr. Brisket, the competition box.
Yes, 100%, 100,000%, yes.
Yes. All right. So I'm in agreement with whoever said yes. I think. Well, I want to also say, hey, they're delivering a great product, which I certainly don't disagree with them not delivering. I can't say one way or the other. I've had their brisket and their ribs and their chicken thighs and pork butts, I guess, now that I think about it, and pork collars. They seem to be really good. I'm no judge on how great competition quality stuff is, but it's all great to me. I think this just enables people to not have to bring shit to the competition. You can leave one more cooler at home or two coolers at home. You can buy all the meat you want right there on site. It's going to be in a refrigerated trailer or truck of some sort, depending on how many pre-orders. I don't know necessarily what culminates into a great success, or huge success, but I see huge success for the competition box and really solidifying a foothold into whatever the competition world looks like today. So good luck to Mr. Brisket. Aaron's actually driving that truck down there, or I think he then has to, if it gets to tractor trailer size, he's got to figure out working logistics on trucking companies and all that fun stuff, which I would not want to be a part of. Doug, back to you. 100% yes or 100% no. Ceramic cookers like Primo are underappreciated cookers.
Surprisingly, I will say yes to that.
Yes, all right. John, ceramic cookers are underappreciated.
I'm going to say no, they're not.
Rusty, ceramic cookers underappreciated.
Yeah, I would say so.
Matt, underappreciated ceramic cooker.
I agree with John. They can't be with Eggfest.
I am going to agree with John as well. Like, I think they're there and you're just choosing not to buy them. I don't think they're underappreciated. If you're, oh no, maybe I'm going to change my mind. Yeah, definitely not underappreciated. I think you are either uneducated about ceramic cookers and what they can do, or you just know and you don't care and you buy whatever else you buy, but probably not underappreciated at this point. Doug! 100% yes or 100% no. You have changed your stance on the Weber kettle making a comeback in 2025.
Hell no.
That it is making a comeback. Okay.
No.
All right. John, you have changed your stance on the Weber kettle. It is making a comeback in 2025.
I didn't know I had a stance. And no, there's no need to come back. It still dominates.
Rusty, you have changed your stance on the Weber kettle making a comeback in 2025.
Yeah, I mean, they make a hell of a lamb Denver steak.
Matt, you have changed your stance on Weber kettle making a comeback in 2025.
100% no. I've not changed it.
So you are saying this is the year of comeback.
Yes.
Yes. All right. I continue to say, don't call it a comeback. No, I'm not changing my stance. There's no comeback. And John, you say it dominates, but I don't know what it's dominating. Like, again, do we know 10 people between us that even have one that wasn't given one this year? Like, I don't know.
Just look around your neighborhood and see where the Weber kettles are everywhere.
The ranch kettle.
Ranch kettles.
Oh,
ranch kettle.
So sorry. There's no comeback to comeback. It's a niche market.
That's right.
I forgive my messing up the terms.
That's right. That's all right. No problem. So John now aligns with us, I think. So I like when John aligns with me, not Matt. 100% yes or 100% no. Duh. Matt has paid Sam the cooking guy his $2,000 payment. Yes or no?
No.
John, Matt is a deadbeat.
Yes. 100% yes.
Rusty, Matt has paid Sam the cooking guy his $2,000 payment.
No. Just like no.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Rusty. Let's go to Matt for this. Matt has paid Sam the cooking guy his $2,000 payment. That's a no. Because your money's in your hands. By the way, that's Monopoly money.
Can we go back to the previous question from a couple months ago? Have I reached back out and doubled down again now that we are connected? Yes, I have.
And Sam has not connected with you to claim payment.
He is not.
Are you sure? Because I'm going to be calling him tomorrow to follow up on this.
We can check.
Are we backing off?
No, I feel very heartily that he has not.
All right.
Let's see.
I mean, if somebody's looking to pay me $2,000, I'm in my DMs every 6 seconds.
Purple is me.
All right. Still a no. All right. Okay. Well, at some point, we'll get that $2,000 out of your bank account and into Sam the cooking guy's bank account before the end of the year. All right. We're back to Doug. Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. I'm sorry, Doug, I have to skip you this time around because you're going to have to be answering last. John, 100% yes or 100% no. Much to his dismay, Steve Ray used Doug's rubs to season a large number of hot dogs at his store this past weekend.
I'm going to say 100% yes.
Yes. All right. Rusty, Steve Ray used Doug's rubs on hot dogs this past weekend.
Yeah, I mean, they go really good on lamb tri-tip, so I thought, yeah, for sure that'd be
wow, we're circling back on lamb. Good. Matt, much to his dismay, Steve Ray used Doug's rubs to season a large number of hot dogs at his store this past week.
100% he sure did.
Yes, all right. And I do happen to know that Steve Ray did use Doug's rubs this past weekend on hot dogs, no less. So we will go to Doug. Doug, much to your dismay, Steve Ray used the Rogue Cooker's rubs to season a large number of hot dogs at his store this past weekend.
Well, yes, he did, and
yes,
it wasn't hard to make those things taste better.
Did he mention which rub specifically was garnering the most attention on the tube steak?
No, I happened to see a picture, and I think it was my Doug's Dust.
Yes, a versatile rub, of course.
Yes.
Beloved by the Rempy ladies in the house. Yes, indeed, Doug's Dust. All right, Doug, back to you. 100% yes or 100% no. The phrase game changer should be banned from all live fire social media.
No, I'm okay with it.
All right. John, the phrase game changer should be banned from social media. Live fire.
100% yes.
Yes. Rusty, banning game changer should happen on all live fire social.
hasn't annoyed me yet, so no. Not yet.
Not yet. All right, Matt, the phrase game changer should be banned from all live fire social media.
100% no. Isn't there a Rub or Brian called that?
I don't know. I don't know. As a man who fancies himself a wordsmith, I would love to see game changer eliminated. That needs to be gone. Game changer. I mean, how many times can you change the game? Okay, game changer. How about moderate improvement? Let's bring that one back. Game changer. All right, stand by. We'll come back and finish these questions up here. Just one moment. Hey, it's my pal Jeff Richards. Saw the gloves at Shields for $5 less than Hey Girl Hay's website. No map pricing, Susie? Jeff, did you check out the new song? Did I send that to you? I don't remember. Not Jeff and Drizzy. Jeff Richards. Game over chicken fried barbecue, according to Jason Hester. Not game changer. Game over. Maybe there is a game changer, Rub. Who knows? All right, we will be back with our pals, the Embedded Correspondents, right after this. Stick around. Be right back.
You're listening to the BBQ Central Show. Whole packers, full racks, legs and thighs, injecting butts. If you've never heard this before, you might think you found the best XXX show ever. Let's get back to the most homoerotic host out there today, Greg Rempe.
And we are back with the Embedded Correspondents. Let me mark my place here. I'm going to do an impromptu 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. You know who Dan from Wauchula is?
Yes, absolutely.
Right? John, of course, knows who Dan from Wauchula is for what he does every Friday. Rusty, you know who Dan from Wauchula is?
I do know who he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Matt,
He's not
you know
like that
who...
Flat Rafifa guy.
Yeah, right. You know who Matt, you know who... Jeez.
Dan from Wauchula.
Holy moly, I just drew a complete blank. You know who he is?
Yeah, I've heard the episodes.
All right. Oh, all right. Good. Fan of John's work. We love to hear that. All right, John, or we'll go to Doug here. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, Redmond salt is highly overrated.
I would say yes, because I haven't used it or heard of it.
John, Redmond salt, highly overrated.
Extremely overrated.
Rusty, Redmond salt, highly overrated.
Well, first of all, it's from my home state of Utah, so I'm going to go underrated, and it goes great on lamb brisket, by the way, if you do a half and
lamb brisket. All right. The left lamb brisket or the right lamb brisket?
Either one works great.
Ambidextrous salt. Love it. Matt, Redmond salt, highly overrated.
That's that one with the extra minerals in it, right? Yes, it is overrated. 100% yes.
Okay. Well, in my best Rusty imitation, I have no idea what Redmond salt is, so I guess it has to be. I've never heard of it in my life. Am I missing out, Rusty?
So there's a salt mine here because Salt Lake, obviously we have a lot of salt here, but there's a whole mine. It's really cool, but it's like millions of years old, and they just mine it out and give it to people. So it's got the minerals in it still. They don't filter it out. It's still the same color as it is in the cave. And
what
it's
color
really
is
neat
it?
stuff, actually. Pink-ish, white hues, depending on the thing. It's different for each thing, but yeah, they're all kind of different.
Not to be confused with the pink Himalayan salt.
Not the same. Pink Himalayan salt's really dark. This one's more of a lighter hue.
All right.
I wonder
That's
if
why
that's
they call it red.
Yeah, Redmond.
Well, it's from Redmond, Utah. So
You think it's in Oak Ridge Barbecue Game Changer brine and injection? I think
which is no longer.
They're out of business, so it doesn't count. John, have you had the Redmond salt?
No, it's shit's $9 a pound. I'm not paying $9 a pound for salt. What are you, nuts? It's the best marketing in the world.
Here we go. Impromptu. 100% yes or 100% no. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, you would spend $9 a pound on salt over $10 for a singular peach.
It's tempting, even though it's cheaper than Martha's Vineyard's peaches, but no.
No. Wow. All right. John, you would spend $9 on salt versus $10 for a singular peach.
Well, since you put it that way, I got to go with the freaking salt.
Yes. All right. Rusty, you would spend $9 on salt over $10 on a singular peach.
I spend that on salt all the time because I buy Redmond salt.
Wow. Look at you. Richie. Matt, you would spend $9 on salt over $10 on a singular peach.
Yes, 100% yes.
All right. Also, I am yes all day, every day. Wow. Can't even believe that was a thing. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug. You have eaten at a Cracker Barrel before.
Oh, don't make me say yes, but it was many years ago.
Right. John, you've eaten at a Cracker Barrel?
I ate there once in the 90s with my wife.
In the 90s. Ooh, damn. Rusty, eaten at a Cracker Barrel?
Actually, it's funny going back to that last one. Relight is a drink from Redmond. It's a hydration drink I drink all the time too. So, sorry, the quote was a question.
The question at hand was, you have eaten at a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, dude, I love Cracker Barrel. That shit's good.
Matt, Cracker Barrel?
As a nearly 3-year associate manager of a Cracker Barrel in Brentwood, yes, I have.
Wow. Couldn't get up to general manager?
I opted to not go through that process. But
yeah, that's what they say.
If I would have gone, if I would have stayed, I would have been GM. Gone
too many arrests in Miami, Matt.
No, actually, they listen.
His words,
they
by the way.
accepted me with that. Yes,
Yeah.
my word.
Yes, his words.
They knew full Monty of it. So
all right.
They still
Well,
say yes.
not to be a departer, just for shit's sake, I've never eaten at a Cracker Barrel in my life. There's one 4 minutes down the road, just never went to it. Waffle House, yes, but there's where I'm living at, there are way too many mom and pop greasy spoons. I'm not going to go to an Eaton Park or a Bob Evans or Cracker Barrel or anything like that when I can support local, and they have to be way better than that. Go ahead, Matt.
So I encourage you to, despite my departure from them, but you should really go for a breakfast. A breakfast, Cracker Barrel nails. I'll
Is
say
that what
that
it
at least.
I order a breakfast?
Well, no. Oh, I mean, you could get Uncle Herschel's, this, that. But
Oh.
I'll send you a list
Go
of
for
things that
breakfast.
yeah, go for, and which is all day long, by the way. That's one of their niches.
Would have to
so-
be. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Why not circle back on this impromptu? Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. You care that Cracker Barrel's changing their logo?
No, I don't really care
That's
because I'm not going back.
A long
My
time to answer. Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you had consternation.
Well, I did. I used to go with my grandfather, so. But anyway, so I was thinking of that. Yes.
John, you care about the logo change?
Zero fucks to give.
Rusty, logo change. Care?
Oh, deeply. It's devastating. I think about it often.
Sarcasm bleeding?
Yeah, like profusely.
Yes. Matt, you care about the logo change? You probably would.
Do you want breaking news?
It's a bear shit in the
BBQ
woods.
Central Show exclusive news update.
Greg Rempe reporting the breaking news desk here in Cleveland, Ohio, the city that breaks the most live-fire breaking news across the country. Nay, the globe. And going to Tennessee, where Matt Osmond files this report.
Straight from Lebanon, Tennessee, we thank all our guests for sharing our voices. Fast forward, we said we would listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain. They are keeping the old logo.
Great news. Wow. I mean,
But a quick thing of the new logo and all that. I know exactly where that logo comes from, being that I worked there for 3 years. It is actually from the biscuit press. When you make the biscuits every day, that is what the biscuits look like, a little kind of shaped, and then they bake up to it. But as soon as I saw that, I recognized it, and then I saw the color palette because I have friends who still work there, etc. But I didn't care, me personally. Like, I knew of the brand change back in October. I knew of this. I knew of other things, and it is what it is.
What are other things that we can break here on the show about Cracker Barrel? I
will say this. Probably other people who work for corporate America and big companies will say that their company is more reactive than proactive. From a 3-year veteran of there, it is, number one, the most wasteful company I've ever worked for, and number two, I could go into detail, but number two, they just got Wi-Fi in 2023 or 2024. The only reason we brought in alcohol was because, which we were a test store for, was because, yes, they sell alcohol, was because COVID hit them and the brand and so on and so forth. And the idea was, if you go to Cracker Barrel, there's going to be one person who wants an adult beverage, and they can't go there because that one person wants it. So they choose elsewhere. They're home based in Lebanon, Tennessee, down the road. So I was very ingrained in the whole Cracker Barrel, working for the barrel, baby.
Interesting. All right. Well, good breaking news there for Matt. I just saw a story earlier that they were not going to bring, like literally a couple hours ago, that they were going to continue on with the new logo, and they apologized for not rolling it out right, but we're still bringing out the new one, and the backlash must have continued. When I saw it, I said, "Hey, great! They're getting rid of the cracker and the barrel." Get it? All right.
You
Rusty,
want to know
get
what
the
that
joke?
made?
The old white guy getting rid of the cracker, who's leaning on the barrel, cracker barrel.
Uncle Herschel was his name. He was not a fan of others.
Matt.
Great. I don't give a fuck.
All right, next question. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, you know and have had something called Cutwater.
No, I have not.
John, you know and have had something called Cutwater.
No, I have not.
Rusty, Cutwater.
Never heard of it.
Oh, jeez. Matt, Cutwater.
No, not to my knowledge. No.
Interesting. Well, once again, I'm an outlier, not by being a shithead, but yeah.
What is Cutwater?
It appears, and I don't know if this is a regional thing, but I can't imagine it is, because I've seen this going around on reels where people are giving testimonial to Cutwater, sold in packs of 4. Many different flavors. For instance, margarita, White Russian, Long Island iced tea, some kind of tiki rum punch, vodka infusion. The list goes on. Sold in 4 packs with a clearly stated ABV on them. For instance, the Long Island iced tea in a 12-ounce can, 13% alcohol. And a bunch of the other ones are, 10 or more. Some of them are like 8. But, 8, Budweiser beer's like 4% alcohol per can. So it's double a beer. A lot of people are slamming these down and then going night-night and waking up the next morning going, what the hell just happened? They were experiencing the Cutwater effect. Or as many people in those respective comments to those videos said, I know what a Four Loko rebrand looked like when I see it. So if you remember what Four Loko was, a lot of people were getting in trouble with that. But that's what Cutwater is. So look for it at a supermarket near you. So you too can black out and not be aware. Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. Croc shoes suck.
Abso-freaking-lutely. They hate them.
I'll even give you that. John, Crocs suck.
No, they have a place.
Rusty, Crocs suck.
They have a place. That's a hard one because I wear them for work and for gardening.
I don't know why. Like, I see you wearing Crocs too, Rusty. You got that look.
Thank you.
Beatnik.
Thank you.
Matt, Crocs suck.
It's a great question. Yes, they do.
Yes. By the way, I agree. Crocs suck. The worst. I've tried to find places for those in my life. They do not fit in. Oh, hold on. John, where do they fit in for you?
They're the garage slippers. They're outside the door, and you want to go outside because my shoes don't come in the house. I stay outside and just want to run and get the mail, or you just got to go out to the car and you don't want to run in your socks, your bare feet. They're strictly garage slippers. That's all
No,
they're good
you just
for.
don't use like house shoes outside?
Well, that's my house shoes, the Crocs.
Yeah, but like have yeah, all right. You know what I mean.
You're just gonna run to get the mail. You don't want to put your shoes on. You don't want
Got
to
it.
tie them up.
I got
So they're garage slippers.
100% yes or 100% no. Doug, John and Greg are not friends the week of Michigan versus Ohio State football game.
Yes, you're friends. So whatever the answer that is.
You're
He
right,
doesn't
by
give
the
a
way.
shit about.
You're
he doesn't
right, by
give
the
a crap about Michigan. Yes.
Rusty, John and I are friends the week of the game.
I would hope not, because that's bullshit. You should not talk to people.
All right.
Who
Matt?
are playing your team.
John and I are friends during the game.
I don't think so. I know John's probably not a giant Michigan, but I don't know, John. Maybe you are, but it just
I don't want to give
say
this.
no.
I don't want to give
100%
this
no.
away. Oh, geez. Sorry. I don't want to give this away. So I'll let John answer it. John, are we friends during the Ohio State Michigan football week?
Absolutely, we're friends.
Of course.
And every other week of the year.
Follow-up question. John, do you give a flying fuck about any sport, period?
Just thinking. No, not a fucking one.
That's right. Would go to say he does not care. He probably didn't even know that Ohio State and Michigan play each other in football. He cares that little. All right, 100% yes or 100% no. By the way, I am friends with John because I don't really like college football and I don't like Ohio State. And so we're friends every other day of the week and double the amount during that week. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, Greg will make it to either the Jack or the Royal this year.
No.
Wow. Quick no. John?
100% no.
Rusty?
Fuck no.
Matt?
After pricing G5s, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes.
All
yeah,
right.
this is the year. This is the year.
And the answer is no. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, you have heard of the Byrna non-lethal launcher before.
No, I have not heard of that. No.
John, you've heard of the Byrna non-lethal launcher?
I have not. 100% no.
Interesting. Rusty, Byrna non-lethal launcher.
No.
Wow. Matt?
Isn't that the rub I put on lamb? No, 100%
No. Wow. All right. I have heard of that. They must only do advertising on some Hulu Live channel called Charge because they are easily the leading advertiser on there. Looks like a pistol, shoots a round, really hard pellet that also has like gas and shit in it that hits you and incapacitates you from a pepper spray and a ow that hurt perspective. Non-lethal. Just wondered if that's in the purview of my mails here. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, and let me preface, everybody put your hands up for this one. Don't say yes or no out loud. Just put your hands up. You can name the members of the 2024 Barbecue Central Show's Guest Hall of Fame. Put your hand up if you can. I'm sorry. Everybody put their hands up right now. Everybody put both your hands up. All right, now keep them up. Doug, you can name the members of the 2024 Barbecue Central Show Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Name them.
It's Murphy, Mike McLeod, Steve Ray, Matt Frampton, Fred Bernardo, and Chris Young.
Chris Young. All right. You are 100% right. All right, now, be honest. John, you knew that. Were you on mute?
Sorry, I had my hands up. I couldn't get to the button. I need a foot switch, boss.
That's all right.
No,
That's all right.
no, I'm sorry. I did not know that.
All right. Rusty, you knew that?
Like one of those, you want us to freeze or get on the ground?
That's why I said I've been here.
No, not a fucking one. Man.
No.
Not
All
one.
right. Matt, you knew that?
I knew 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
I could not remember.
Okay, so that's a no. I did know that, but that's kind of my job. 100% yes or 100% no, arms down. You have tried Doug's mac and cheese recipe after he emailed it to all of us last month. John?
No, there was no mac and cheese recipe from Doug last month, so no.
Oh, you just emailed it to me and Matt? Or me and Rusty?
I got it.
No, I got it, but
Yeah,
you said it wasn't even mac and cheese, so I'm just going with that.
Oh, well, there you go. I did include John. Yes,
all right. Okay, good. Now we'll switch back
You
to
said
yes.
you didn't even know me.
Matt, did you, or Rusty, you've tried it?
No, I have not, but
I want to. All right, Matt, you tried it?
It is all the ingredients are purchased. I am trying it tomorrow.
All right. So I have not.
Sure you
I'm
are.
open.
I have not.
I'll send you pictures.
We're trying to get through the questions. Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. If someone you knew, smelled like urine, you would make it a point to tell them.
Yes.
Quick yes. John, you would tell them.
Yes.
Rusty?
No.
Matt, you would tell
Yes.
somebody if they smelled like urine.
100%. 100%.
All right, so I want to say yes, but I have to say no, and I can't get into it any further than that. But we can talk about it offline. I can't.
You'll correct their speech, but you won't tell them they smell like urine?
Much as we'll talk about it offline. 100% yes or 100% no. And by the way, like espresso and espresso way bigger than if somebody smells like urine, right? So 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, you have fallen headlong into listening to every album Winger has ever made since last month.
I'll say yes.
Yes. I knew it. John consuming all the Winger.
Are you serious? Like,
Yes.
fuck no.
No.
That
Well,
smells
somebody
like
who
urine.
didn't know, I didn't know if I inspired you to check out a...
If they sucked back then, they suck today.
They didn't suck. They were great.
I didn't listen
no,
to them then. Why am I going to listen to them now?
What are you talking about?
Mute him.
God.
Mute him.
Rusty, you were consuming all the Winger.
I did go back and listen, and
I know
like
it.
John said, I went F this, and it was like not even halfway through the song. I turned that shit up.
Wow, that's crazy. Matt, you're consuming all the Winger?
I listened to 17, and that was it.
Yes, all right. So I'll say no. By the way, I did a deep dive back. I brought back a lot of great memories. Love Winger. 100% yes or 100% no. 2 left. Doug, you were surprised to learn I got a new cat.
Damn straight I was. Yes.
Yeah.
And
John?
a male.
And a male. Well, they're all males. John, surprised I got a new cat.
Absolutely not surprised. Not one bit. You're stuck there forever. The cats will continue to come.
Rusty, surprised I got a new cat.
Oh, you're just gonna get a shirt that says "Please wipe your feet before entering," though.
Matt, surprised I got a new cat.
0 chance. 0.
I was surprised that we got a new cat, but I let it happen all at the same time. So I guess I can't be that surprised, but I am surprised. Last one.
Females.
Proving my hypocrisy knows no bounds. I have used the hardcore carnivore everyday carry steak knife in the past 30 days. Doug.
Yeah, I'm going to say no today. No.
No today. No this month. All right, John?
I'm going to say no as a steak knife. You have not used it as a steak knife.
Right?
Oh.
That's all I'm asking, by the way. To be used as it was intended. Rusty, I have used the everyday carry steak knife in the last 30 days.
I'm gonna say yes because I'm hopeful.
Rusty, Mr. Positivity, shining through at the very end. And Matt, I have used the EDC in the last 30 days.
You're going to break my heart again, but yes, you have. 100% yes.
Wow, more than ever, people are believing that I have gotten over barbecue clean and used the everyday carry steak knife. Fools are abound. No, of course not. Like, what the fuck, you guys? Next month, everybody say no so I can stop asking the question. Please. But we do have time for promotion. So, Doug, as we wrap it up here tonight, what are we promoting?
There is nothing more important between today and the next time we're on than EP number 400 from John Solberg is coming up on September 19th.
Yeah.
And I think we should recognize that day, and I look forward to celebrating it next time we're on.
I want
Congrats,
to show you that Doug has made this specific image, by the way, that will be shown on the 400th episode, made special for Doug. I want to make sure that I'm saying it now, and I will put it in the show notes and all the stuff that he told me I better do if I'm going to use it, as I was warned in advance. So, John, that will be on episode 400. If you don't have any issue with that, I'm going to include that.
If you hate it, don't use it. So,
No, I love it. But it's John's show, so it's up to him.
It's John's show.
Yes.
John should make the decision. Thank you.
I have no problem, and I appreciate the wonderful gesture, Doug. Thank you very much for the creation.
John, what are we promoting tonight?
I'm just gonna yield because after that, thank you, Doug. I appreciate that. I can't believe it's rolling up that fast.
No doubt, 400. Rusty, what are we promoting tonight?
Don't go into my restaurant, please. I'm fucking tired. That's all.
Rusty soliciting business in ways I have never heard before. Matt, what are we promoting
a couple
tonight?
weeks, please.
I'll be flying out to Salt City Barbecue next week. Blankey's Offset Barbecue. We've sold out a few Fridays. Very thankful for that, and we're just going to keep kicking it. I will be at the Jack. I will be at the Royal and Murfreesboro, Illinois. So that kind of rounds out our year moving forward. But that's it.
All right. There's Doug Scheiding right next to me from Texas, and John Solberg right next to Doug. And below me directly, Rusty Monson of the great city of Utah. And there's Matt Osmond, caddy corner to my left down there, just below Doug from Tennessee. Guys, always appreciate the time, and we will see you in, believe it or not, September. Let's go. Oh, my God. It is quickly coming to an end, believe it or not, as we get ready to end the last month of Q3, and then October, November, December, Q4, as we close out 2025 rapidly. Damn it. I don't need this song. I need to get out of here. There we go. So, all the way back in the first hour, we talked with Jack Arnold. OfficialJackArnold.com is his website, at Jack Arnold on Instagram. If you want to check out his Labor Day event coming up in Tampa this coming Sunday. Very few tickets left. And at $95 a pop, you get all you can eat steak. And I believe there's a bucket of beer that you can add on for $45. It's going to be great. Hey, Sean Reed's right there. We just talked about you, top of the second hour. Go back and listen to it. Giving me my celebrities taste, which I love. Then we introduced everybody to the song Get in the Smoke that was sent to me by Brad? I'm sorry, but I love the song. If you want a copy, email me, Greg at thebbqcentralshow.com. I will email you a MP3 file of Get in the Smoke, which could be the high-level official theme song of the show. Just shoot me an email, or go back and listen to the second segment in the first hour. You can hear it tomorrow on Wednesday. And just go back and keep listening to it all you want in there, too. In the archives is where it will live forever and ever. But if you want your own copy, email me and I'll send you an MP3. Second hour, of course, we had the Embedded Correspondents, Doug, John, Rusty, and Matt. As I had mentioned just a few moments ago, September brings the 2025 version of Barbecue Central Show's Guest Hall of Fame. So in lieu of 100% Assurity questions, we'll be putting in a new Hall of Fame class. That's very exciting. And programming note, there will not be a live show this coming Tuesday. There will be new podcasts in the feed Wednesday and Thursday. Malcolm Reed and Sam the Cooking Guy. I have a work obligation that I cannot get out of, and I am kind of a linchpin on. So no live show this coming Tuesday, but there will be new podcasts, extremely new content that we're recording this coming Saturday with Malcolm and Sam, moving Mike Lang to the week after that. So how do I always leave you? September 11th, 2001, and until next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, it's your program host and proud U.S. American Greg Rempe saying, Shalom!